Here we go. The Galletta's Go-Kart Association, October 8th, 2005. Duke and Eddie Scruton, followed by Josh, leading us off. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen, the wreck has already occurred. Inexperienced Duke and Eddie could not bring the field around. Let's watch it again, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes Duke. Eddie, Josh, and Rob come together. Everyone else made it by. The Crusher comes to a stop behind them and will not be penalized. Let's watch it again, ladies and gentlemen. This time in slow-mo. We see Duke sideways, Eddie coming into him, Josh coming into Eddie, and Rob plowing into Josh. The Crusher slams on the brakes, barely avoiding the incident, contrary to Olger's belief. Duke, Josh, and Eddie all looking at each other, stupefied over the accident. Some of the more experienced drivers quickly engaged with the wreck. The top three men wrecked up with not much experience. Rob was the most experienced driver involved in that incident. A windy day here at Galletta's, as you can see the wind whipping off the microphone. Caution again, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, Jason, Olger, Chris, and Matt all made it out there, as you can see on this restart. They made it out of the incident, alright. And again, we try for a third time to complete one lap Saturday evening. And ducking a medium low is hole number 3. Here comes Jason the Hand Mills down the front stretch with Wesley the Older Stevens hot pursuit, the Rusher and Matt behind him. I have to race him back in him, you can see. Chris and Matt, followed by Rob, quite a distance behind them. Trying to get back in the field after being caught up in the wreck. Let's race off. His lead. Eddie Scruton showing great improvement over his first few races. He's up with the very fast number 5 driven by Rob. And a caution comes out as one of the first-time driver Vanvorst brothers spins out. He's driving the black and purple number 1 Galletta's go-kart. The restart, ladies and gentlemen. Come off again, looking a little like Scruton. Taking a hard stab on Rob. Side of Chris, but the usual low groove is a little slick tonight, which gives every other driver advantage, because Matt is the master of the very inner groove. No one else is lower than him. And here we go. We had a few laps of racing there, but surprisingly 2 of the more experienced drivers get into that one. Let's review it, ladies and gentlemen. We see here, it was just close racing, ladies and gentlemen, as Matt had his back end climbed by Rob, and Ed Scruton did a good job to avoid the 2. Chris the Crusher actually got a little crooked, which caused everyone to close in a little too close. This wreck broke Matt's brake line, which needed repairs before the racing could resume. Matty Joe finally having a little bit of bad luck after his dominant year, possibly the most dominant year he's had in Galletta's go-kart history. Oops, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And we will resume shortly. Amanda counting the laps. Ooh, Rungnapha Stevens operating the camera. Let's have a hand for both as the drivers starting their engines for the restart. Here comes Matty Joe, supplement boy number 3. We certainly hope he took enough supplements today, but not enough to power him to another win, as he's won more than everyone else combined this year. I think. Be close. Yes, he has. Damn. Here comes the restart. Chris the Courser takes a stab on Wesley the Ogre, but can't get it to stick. And a caution comes out yet again. What happened there was one of the first-time driver, Vanvorst brothers, took a nasty little spill up in turn 4. And we're off with another restart. Sorry for the acoustic feedback, ladies and gentlemen. Mills continuing to hold his strong outside groove, and Duke went a little high in 2, which enabled Master Matt to easily pass him. Chris, who got Ogre on that restart. Is now working on Jason and took a very nice fight, but again, Jason has that fast outside groove and holds them off. Here he comes again. Chris almost gets him there. A few more inches and he could have been able to pull out in front of him, but Jason is doing a tremendous job to hold on to the lead. And Eddie Scruton has his Ogre as well. Again, Ogre has been driving as long as Eddie has been alive, and still there's no answer for the young man. Highly competitive and nearly bumper to bumper. Closer, and there would be wrecks. Tight competitive pack up front, led by Jason. Rob is having trouble. One of the first-time drivers and is very close to being lapped, but the caution saves him. Rob is usually up with the leaders, but friend Josh in the number 7 takes out a few of our super modified tires and will be forced to restart in the rear. Oh, bad restart, ladies and gentlemen. Corner man and Scruton Senior. Jason again leading them down the front chute. Eddie Scruton takes a nice stab on Kristen Crusher, and Matt gets under Ogre. Matt was, to no surprise, able to pass Ogre. The wily old Coop Wesley James. Just not having a good year. He hasn't won in 2 years or more. The Vanvorst brothers, now, as predicted, the first-time drivers always have trouble keeping the car on the track. That takes a very hard, slow groove on Eddie Scruton. Couldn't get by him, and Ogre almost got Matt back. Matt again going low under Scruton. But again, he's going to get Eddie Scruton is doing a great job. In only his 5th race, his first few races, he couldn't keep the car running. Taking on time track champion, Crushing Bumper. Chris going high to try to get a little extra speed on the leader, Jason. Jason is doing everything right in this race so far. Eddie holding off the advances of Bad was mastered this track, winning 6 track championships. And having a huge lead this year, which will be in 7th, but he can hold on, which he certainly will. Lap traffic is coming, and Scruton nearly takes Chris off the track. The caution has come out, and Scruton has spun out. Let's review that, ladies and gentlemen. We see here as the leaders approach traffic, Eddie Scruton takes a low stab on Chris the Crusher and gets into him here. Chris did a magnificent job to keep the car going. Matt also tries to get under the Crusher, but at this point the caution flag is waved, and nobody knows why it was waved. As we see here, Jason put his hand up. Ed, Chris, and Matt start to let up, but in the slick and tight turn 3, Ed Scruton then spins out, and Chris the Crusher bumps his back bumper. But neither will lose their position because the caution come out. We later ask, why did the caution come out at here? We don't exactly know why. Perhaps because Ed and Chris got together in turn 2, even though both got going. The caution wound up saving both Chris and Ed as they did not lose their positions. The caution did not come out. Likely both of them would have had to go to the rear. The trigger-happy caution did hurt Matt, who would have inherited 2nd place if the accident was under green. The accident was basically caused by the caution. Chris the Crusher asks Jason, why the hell did the caution come out? We can't figure it out. Here we go with the restart. Jason Mills again with Chris Stevens. And little Eddie Scruton, the youngest competitor on the track tonight. Jason. The Galletta number 6 car. Oh, Eddie Scruton got a little high and almost went off the track again. Jason the Hand Mills. Dominating in a steady fashion. Holding a good upper groove. Very difficult for anyone to get by. Master mechanic Matty Joe fixed all of the cars up. They are set up for action, and Jason is taking advantage with this excellent race. Eddie Scruton continuing to impress, holding a strong 3rd and holding off Matt. Although Matt does have a new engine, he has mastered this track. Duke's doing a good job staying relatively close with the leaders. Taking another stab on Ed Scruton, but again, the RPMs going. The action is getting fast and furious. These races, when each car is bumper to bumper, they look for lap traffic, and Eddie Scruton went a little too high. Muffler glowing. Could have likely held on for third, or even better. But he lost it in turn 2. Very bad place for Eddie, who does very well on most of the track, but has gone off turn 2 many times. He must continue that turn. Still, as we restart on lap 31, he was in third for several laps. Here comes Matt now, working on his brother, the only one to ever defeat Matt in a classic or a track championship. And he's showing everyone how it's done, as is Jason, by holding the outside groove. Matt, as fast as he is, not gaining on either one of them. Not getting enough bite down low. With his brand new power 5 horsepower engine. Top 3. Slowly walking away from Olger. And I believe that's Josh pushing his friend Rob down the back straight. And yet another accident. This time Eddie Scruton, who lost a front tire and came to a stop. A quick pit stop will repair that problem. Quick for Galletta's, but not quick for other tracks. Lap 32 restart. Amanda has the lap counter. Jason will take the field off very quickly, as everyone should be ready to roll. Track official Ken sends them off. Ken Pitsley. Flag man J.R. Pitsley gives them the green. And J.R., who were in last weekend's races, helping out as track officials this weekend. Jason again holding a very steady and fast groove. Chris the Crusher and Matt, followed by Olger, who still doing a good job keeping up with the leaders. I want to win, says Olger, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. A tremendous battle for the top 3 positions. They are walking away with it, ladies and gentlemen. The 6, the 8, and the 3 are pretty much as close as you can get without wrecking. The experience is showing. Jason is one of the more experienced visiting drivers, possibly the most experienced visiting driver. And he is showing it right now, holding cotton shoes, Chris and Matt off. Trouble approaches as lap traffic is always a way to pass. Oh, but the lap traffic decides to spin out. That lap traffic being, again, one of the Vanvorst brothers, who didn't do badly for their first race, but experienced guys tend to get annoyed with first-time drivers spinning out and slowing the fast-paced action off. Again, Jason and Chris holding the fast upward groove, Matt taking vicious stabs, especially in turn 2. But he's not getting into stick. Couldn't do it that time. Oh my god, a horrific accident, ladies and gentlemen! Let's watch that again. Slow-mo. Here comes Ogre. Here comes Duke. Eddie Scruton, and then... oh, there's a leg in the air as someone has gone flying and flipping into the treehouse. A car rests upside down and a safety tire rolls. Rob comes to his friend to aid. That was the number 2. Oh! God! The viciousness of the flip. That's too good. It has to be watched again. The number 2 of Aaron Vanvorst. In his first race, his leg flies in the air. It's surprising that he was able to spring up so quickly from such an accident. A terrible spill. One of the worst we've had in a long time. Let's watch it in full speed, ladies and gentlemen, and listen to the microphone rattle in the treehouse. Oh! The microphone placed on the outside of the treehouse tower rattled, and Aaron in the 2 sped off like he was trying to make it seem like he didn't get in the wreck, but hard to hide when you flip through the air. Oddly, Racing Robbie seemed like he got hurt worse than his friend who flipped violently, as his testes were jammed, possibly by the steering wheel. He might have to have that checked out. May not be able to have kids in this future if he continues to do that. Here comes the restart. J.R. Pinsley sends them off with the green. The wind pushing the drivers front stretch. The drivers can feel it in their faces. You can hear it on the mics. A tremendous job by Jason Mills, and continues power. The number 6. The usual car is 3. Not set. The racing action today. But he's been driving that number 6 for years and can pretty much drive it better than anybody. That dirt flying. There's Racing Rob. Or Jackrabbit Rob, as Chris calls him. Scruton again, making his way up the field. Passing Duke. Duke Patterson driving the 0. Which looks to be his best race of the year so far. Man, taking it very low. Rob seeing the number 0 of Duke Patterson and the number 12 of Eddie Scruton. Oh no, and Rob goes very high in there, takes out a tire. Racing Rob. Come high off turn 4 and then took out a tire that's saving the cars from going through a garden on the front stretch. Here it is again. You can't really see it. We're unsure if maybe Duke Patterson might have not given Rob enough room. We're not sure about that. Here it is in slow-mo. It's hard to see. But it was Eddie Scruton, Duke Patterson, and Rob. That's very hard to see, but Rob did not stay on the track and sent a safety tire onto the track, which of course brought out the caution. The caution would likely not have come out if the tire was not pushed onto the track. There was a little controversy with people believing that Josh caused accident, but he was clearly well behind. Here we go with the final portion of the event. Gentlemen, Jason Mills against number 6, the number 8 of Krista Crusher, number 3 of Supplement Boy and Tina Josephina. And another caution has come out. We're looking for it, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know who caused it that time. Likely one of the first-time drivers. One of whom hurt his knee somehow in the wreck. He did not catch the pace, I don't believe, unless it was a flip. Jason again, continuing his strong performance, following up his classic where he got second place Ogre a little high coming out of 4. Man, slingshot. Still not able to get Chris. Now being held off by a very vastly improved Eddie Scruton. Rob was frustrated because he has been flying recently, but having a lot of bad luck on this event. The caution has come out again.